Hello and welcome back everybody to Everlasting Summer. So, finally, it is time for a fans mod. Last time I played Everlasting Summer I played Winter Tale, which is made by the creators themselves. And this time I'm going to play Samantha. I'm not going to play Ulyana's challenge, because I will get thrown off the internet for that one. That is the 18 plus alternative fan-made route of Ulyana. I peeked into the first 5 seconds and I decided no. Just no. Anyway, let's start with Samantha. I have to explain this one here. This game is made by a Russian person. This mod is made by a Russian person. And only 2 days of 10 are translated into English as of now, and therefore I can only play the first 2 days, but if the mod is good, I'll go on playing the other days as soon as they are in English available. And of course, let's start out with day 1. What a beautiful morning. By the way, controller works again. I have no idea why. Disband it in the house. Are we Simeon in this mod, I wonder? Or are we Samantha? By the way, for those of you who don't know, this is a mod about, I don't know, an exchange pioneer? Something like that. About Samantha, who comes into the camp of Sovyonok, and she's from America. That's basically all I know. Too many adventures in the last few days. Too many events. Too much commotion all around, really. This sounds like Simeon though I did pretty well. Good old Simeon could pretend to be one of them. Yeah, it is Simeon. But am I really one of them? Life was so different before. People don't change that easily. Not at my age anyway. Still can't get used to it. Well, yes, something has changed. Whatever. Yeah, you didn't really have influence on that one. No, I'd say Simeon takes a day off. Unless this Olga will find me another job. It would be nice at least to disappear unnoticed. Already awake? Did I ask for too much? Hey, do you know English, I wonder? As a matter of fact, Olga, I do. Of course I know English. Raised by the Western culture. Proud member of the internet. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. My English would be way worse if I wasn't so much on the internet. Well, that's actually untrue. Well, it has to do with the internet, but most of my English I picked up through wrestling. I mean, the basics I learned in school, but the more complicated stuff, and, I don't know, swears and stuff, I learned from wrestling. Though why she wants to know, this is beyond me. Another chore, perhaps? I can feel it in my bones. Yes, I do. I suppose I kind of do. No, I don't. Oh yeah, there are actually quite a few choices. I don't know if they are important though. Probably not, but I'll save anyway. Because if you know me, you know that I save always when I have to decide something. So yes, I do. Let her consider me a bit less worthless. I'll only translate a word on a shampoo for her and that's it. Whoops. Wrong button. My bad. Sorry. However, local shampoos have only the shampoo inscription. Yes, I picked up some English. That's good, you are our savior. I know. Thanks, Olga. One person is coming to our camp. You're not going to believe it. Hey, I already told the people here. Samantha Smith. Really, Smith? So, the least creative name ever. Hey, but I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. That name sounds familiar, but I still can't figure out who she's talking about. But Olga announced it was such importance, I'll better portray surprise here. What the fuck? What? At least I remembered another Samantha. A slutty dame from the Sex and the City series. Such an important person. Brought sex to the USSR. I tried not to giggle. Oh, so Sex and the City was a thing in the USSR? Didn't know that. What is it? It was getting harder and harder not to laugh. It felt like my face was inflating like a big red bubble, which can be burst in any minute. I can't laugh now, can I? I went away to the bushes and sneezed several times. It seemed like that it wasn't very convincing. Yeah, who the hell would think that laughing sounds like fucking sneezing? Bless you. But she was too fascinated by her story to concentrate on my strange behavior. Well then, last time, as you know, Samantha was in the Arctic. The Arctic? What the hell is that? But she was followed by the crowd there, reporters and all that. And she lived there not for long. This year she's visiting us. Can you imagine? They picked such a quiet place on purpose. She won't be bothered here. A simple pianist's life. Even her translator should be one of us. Oh, so she's famous. Ah, I think I kinda remember that the Steam text said that, but I never read summaries of stories too closely, just so that I'm not spoiled, you know. Alas, the girl we picked for translating, she fell ill yesterday with a sore throat. Alas. So congratulations, Semyon. From now on, you're an important person in the diplomatic world. At least until we find a replacement. Pfft, thanks. But I haven't agreed yet, and I don't know the language that well. You're a pioneer, Semyon. Were you always this close when you were leaning forward? I think the mod changed that a bit. I like it though. Don't get me wrong, Olga. Don't get me wrong. But a little very close. And this is for you, the most important pioneer task ever. I don't deserve such responsibility, thank you for your trust, but you cannot refuse. If you refuse today, yeah, see, normally she leans forward like that. You refuse tomorrow, if you stay like this, one day you'll stop being a human. You will become an animal. An animal? Her analogy was lacking after all. I was choosing not to accept this task. After all, I was choosing not to accept this task, yet animals could not choose. Therefore, what I was doing technically was making me superior to animals. But then again, I could see her face changing between a questioning and an all-outraged and enraged look, which made me not want to disobey her. Sure, I get your point. If there's nobody else up to the task, I'll take it, of course. That is the spirit. And I wanted to stay indoors all day and relax for a while. Alright then, there was no way to escape. Yeah, well, that's how life goes, Semyon. It's time to meet the guest. Everything will be fine. You'll like it. And everyone likes you. What is she talking about? She is even winking at me. Odd. Some pioneers were already at the bus stop. Well, I was still here as well. Not back home. But also not dead. I don't belong here though. Or do I belong here? I figure I should put my daily existential crisis off until later. Shots fired, mod creator. Shots fired. And there was a rumbling in my stomach, but there won't be any breakfast today until the Thai arrival of the guest of honor. In the crowd, I could see a few familiar faces. Sorry, somebody just called. And I wasn't there at time, so I couldn't pick up. I don't know who called me. But judging by the number, it's not somebody I know. Huh. Anyway, approach Slavia. Come to Alisa and Uljana. Stay here. Well, you people know me. Maybe you don't, but now you know. Good morning. Fucking hell, I'm bad with the buttons on the new controller. Good morning. Morning. So exciting. I've never spoke with a foreigner before. Well, except Miku. Have you? Oh yeah, right, she's half Japanese. Ha! Not in person. But I've had some pen pals. Yeah, the internet before there was the internet. I wanted to say online, but promptly managed to correct myself. Great. Who have you been writing to? Americans? To different people. Poles, Germans. Hey, maybe you wrote with me. Maybe. Perhaps. That's great. Our nations were at war not so long ago. Not so long ago? Lady, it's the 80s. That's like a few decades now. But we are friends now. Way to go. Yeah, that is true though. That is true. Isn't it great? Yeah. And what are the Germans and Poles keen to discuss? Politics, history, and humor. This conversation needed to end. Luckily, I could hear someone shouting, "They're coming," drawing their attention. That wasn't very much. Oh well. Finally, the bus had shown up. A pretty fancy Icarus. It was already a crowd here. There was already a crowd here. Every single soul in the camp. There was even a small orchestra led by Miku. Jesus. Frankly, I was also captured by the mutual excitement. Show us this American wonder already. You look a bit small. Are you the age of Ulyana? If so, I don't like already where this is going. And then a girl of about 13 appeared. Okay. I hope you're not a romantic interest. Not again, please. I can't handle that. On the steps of the bus, she said, Privyet, and waved to everyone. A real American, without any doubt. Even the typical pioneer hat looked somewhat unusual on her. Not to mention the other clothes. Not to mention it's fucking blue. Actually, it's funny because, well, the German equivalent to the pioneers wore blue, but the pioneers themselves they wear red. Of course, they wear red. That makes me wonder, why did German pioneers, well, in East Germany, of course, not in West Germany, but in East Germany, why did they wear blue? Huh. I need to find that out at some point. They took some photos. Samantha smiled, but looked a bit tired. They probably drove all night. Olga also noticed and cut the greeting procedure before they came up to me. However, this did not finish the ceremony. Not a single day without the lineup. By the way, do you see her belt? The little tree on her belt thing? Why the hell is that a tree? Oh well. However, this did not finish the ceremony. Not a single day without lineup. Well, there are rules, Simeon. There are rules. Usually Olga tends to stretch the morning speech for her pleasure, but today she appeared to be in a hurry. The pioneers had not lined up properly. They were actually huddled together, so this wasn't even a lineup. This day, no one cared. Taking advantage of the situation, I took the chance to vanish in the crowd. I was not in the mood to translate for her yet. My past experience with celebrities came down to a meeting with the famous Daddy in one of my Counter-Strike matches. Is that a famous Counter-Strike player? Maybe, I don't know. Roger that, I told him, and he answered affirmative. Great. So guys, show your best qualities. There is a lot to learn, but good pioneers learn fast. And those who do not will bite the dust. I was not the only one who took the opportunity to hide behind the other pioneers. We are capable to teach as well, but only the best things. And what are we best at? Okay, I was interrupted again, tried to record again, and then suddenly my controller uses different buttons to go forward with the story, and there was some buzzing electrical sound. I swear to God, if this doesn't work right now, I don't even know anymore. But I will do something, I swear to God, and it will be horrific. There were a lot of options. Ah, wrong button. As I mentioned, different buttons now, for some reason. To swim. To sing. To make toy ships. What? And fit the bottle. To hit the bottle? Is that you, Alisa? To hit the bottle. Is that like an English joke I don't get? Or is that a Russian joke that was not really well translated? And that is not, I don't want to make any accusations or anything. And I don't say that it is bad. I mean, I'm surprised that this is really well translated so far. Because this is a fan project. But its English is actually really, really good. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. It's not me. Where are you? If anything goes wrong, you'll go home. You'll go on foot. Okay, guys. You are all different. Someone likes to be naughty, someone just likes to be by themselves. But this time, all should try their best. Let's show that we are no worse than Artek. Oh, so Artek is probably another pioneer camp, or something in the Soviet Union, I suppose. Maybe it's a well-known pioneer camp. She just says it like, you know, everybody knows about it, so it's probably well-known in Russia. At the word Artek, or probably then something more like that, like Artek. Fun fact, you know, many people outside of outside of Germany think that we Germans roll the R like, our R sounds like or something. But that is actually only in South Germany and Austria. The rest of Germany has a really a different R. It sounds more like, if I'd say that in German now, I'd say Artek. And that sounds way different than Artek, you know? But just on a side note. At the word Artek, rumble in the lines of disinterest pioneers changed to wary silence. The spirit of competition is strong. Samantha, come to me now, please. The girl nodded happily and stepped forward. It seemed she's kind of used to it. Olga pointed to Samantha's gorgeous jacket. The girl was confused a bit. Life is hard without a translator. Well then learn Russian. I'm just messing. Finally, I mean, she's just an exchange student, so why would she know Russian, you know? Finally realizing what they want from her, Samantha began to take off her jacket. Slavia appeared to help. She's gonna steal it. Yeah, bullshit, we all know that. Fuck you, Elisa. Yes. Finally said it. Probably said it at another time as well. But I said it again now. Also, very nice picture. Gotta say, the art looks really good. Style-wise, it looks a bit different than the original style. But it doesn't look bad. It looks a bit more anime-ish, I'd say. More like the typical anime. At least a little bit. Also, I think Olga's breasts are smaller, but also, just on a side note. At last, everything was set to begin this ceremony. We are greeting you. Let me put this tie where it belongs. We symbolically accept you in our friendly family of Sovyanok. Welcome. Oh, by the way, during the break I thought maybe those blue ones are for not real pioneers, like exchange students or people who are not really pioneers or something, who just happen to be there for some reason. Maybe? I don't know. Welcome. Thank you. It seems that I had to go there to translate. Not good. Okay, next time I will translate something. Don't let these Artex guys become conceited. And now, time to get breakfast. The food is better today. Look, even bananas. You really should invite more Americans. Yeah, maybe I don't like gas, but I definitely tolerate oranges. Yeah, I don't know if that is as much of a joke in Russia as it is in Germany, but this is one of the most used East German jokes, like that they don't know bananas and stuff like that. If it's about West and East Germany, that is. There are more used jokes in Germany, you know what I mean? Germans are known in the world to have no humor. That is actually not correct, at least in my opinion. But I'm a German, so maybe I just can't take other jokes about myself, because I don't have a sense of humor. Oh my god, this reaches Inception levels. And I'm rambling again! God damn it! The canteen was filled with joyful madness. Pioneers felt their power over the seniors, who did not dare to raise a voice. Olga invited Samantha and Slavia to her table. Have they forgotten about me? I was about to offer my services. Alright then. A bit disappointing, of course. Semyon, why are you hiding? Come here, sit down. Ashamed me, thank you very much. Okay, I can't really run away now. I've been through worse. You actually were. This is Semen. This is Seaman. Your interpreter. Okay. This is Seaman. Was that on purpose? Boom! Headshot! I was puzzled how to pronounce my ugly sounded name, but Olga lamed me herself. By this seminal fluid. God damn it, okay, it was not on purpose. Well, it was not on purpose on Olga's part. How can you even get this name? What am I? A breeding bull? That's how she might think. Hello? Hello, my name is Semyon, actually. Samantha smiled at me kindly and went back to her fruit salad. Perhaps I overthought it a bit. Maybe she got used to the strange names of these barbarians from the east. Ask her about her journey. I'm not doing a Russian accent, by the way, because I can't. I simply can't. If Semyon was now German, I could pull off a German accent, but my Russian accent sucks. How was the trip? Oh, great. Such beautiful places. It was good, she said. Very beautiful. What is beauty in the dark? A crimony from Slavia? What the fuck does that mean? What's wrong with her? Although she seems as friendly as always. Probably something like, I don't know, a metaphor or sarcasm, something like that. Should I translate it? No. I don't sleep so well on buses and planes. It seems like she understands a lot by herself. I found a good job here. No need to think about the words themselves, just pronouncing them. Easy communicating with the girls. You must be so tired, poor thing. Not at all. I like traveling at night. Well, at least over the day you see something then. Did the game just break? Oh no, okay, I don't know what that was. Driving through the night is charming. Good music, neon city lights. Yeah! Yeah, I don't know. Russian pop music I probably have to cut out. Yeah! Yeah. Semyon? I mean, dark forests are great too. Do you drive a car yourself? Oh, this was a flashback of Semyon, probably. Ah, okay, now I get it. Nope. What a couple of enthusiastic passengers we are. It's more about the films. What? What? Wait a minute, Dark forests are great too. I mean, dark forests are great too. Do you drive a car? No. What a couple. What the what is about films? Oh well. But soon you will be able to drive, right? How old are you? 17. Yes, 17. You need to be 18 to drive in our country. And in America? It's 16, basically. But it depends on the state rules. So we ate and had some small talk. Noticing that the glass of Samantha is empty, Slavia volunteered to go and fill it. After she returned, Slavia tried to put the glass on the table, but she somehow messed it up. There was a fork underneath the glass, and this fork wasn't a proper support. It fell off the table, sending parts of its content on the Samantha's shirt. After the necessary cleaning and lots of apologies, breakfast was concluded, with the spoiled mood of all four. Slavia! That's so out of character. Like for real, this is really out of character. Are you the parallel Neon Sasha Slavia? Are you? Tell me. After breakfast, we went to show Samantha her new home. Wow, that's some heavy bass. Even though my music is not that loud, the bass is somehow very loud. Oh no, this music is very loud as well. But I know that music from the main game. It probably was as loud in the main game, I guess. On the way, we caught up with two others. The bus driver, loaded with Samantha's bag, and the woman who came with them. The driver seemed dissatisfied. He gently hit his Adam's apple several times, which meant that he was sober for too long and keen to stop being so. While they were discussing something with Olga, we exchanged a few words with Samantha. So, Samantha, oh, Semyon is Sam, okay. So you are Sam, as I am. May I call you Sam? Sure. I thought it should be the girl in your place. She sent me a letter. She's in GULAG now. KGB sent me instead. I'm not too sure if that is actually that intelligent to say in this situation, Semyon. Samantha looked up at me surprised, but then laughed. Good thing that she understood the joke and not running screamingly wildly towards the bus. She's an intelligent 13-year-old girl, gotta say. She's got the flu and is not in the camp at the moment. Sorry. She's a good girl, but a bit boring to be honest. Well, that is nice of you to say. American people. No, no, no. Bad. Bad. No. There is a too honest. Olga settled the guest. If you are American, I apologize, and this was no general statement about all Americans, but that was not nice. Olga settled the guest in the house on the left of our own. Someone had to move to make room for her. We left Samantha for some time to unpack her bags and get some rest. Will she live by herself here? We'll have to see. For now, yes. That is kinda dumb. Wouldn't you let the guest live with someone so she learns a bit Russian? On the other hand, she seems to be like some kind of pop star or something. I don't know. I have to ask you for something. At first I wanted her to go with Slavia, but it somehow... Never mind. You stay in the house for now, guarding Sam. In her house? In ours! She can't walk around without supervision. I need to go. There are other things to do. It's not like I planned outdoor activities, but just sit and wait. And what if she sleeps all day? I thought walking freely is the thing, without too much attention and control. We are responsible for her. Besides, it will be more fun for her with company. And you've got an official reason to translate. And what about Slavia? I think they would become friends easily. Hey, I don't know. Well, you saw it. Slavia's in the center of attention usually. And he is the new girl. Maybe subconsciously. Don't! You! Accusate Slavia of something like that, Olga. I've been cool with you through the whole main game. But that is bullshit. You know it, and I know it, and I won't accept such words from you. You go now, you go into the GULAG. I have enough of your shit. Drop it. Slavia and jealousy are incompatible. Semyon is on my side. Will not take any risk. Well, don't get bored. I will be around. Asshole. Left alone, I realized that our house is not much use as an observation post. I went outside and began to walk back and forth. There were pioneers passing by, carrying different implements. I tried to look pompous as I could. As pompous as I could, so they don't think that I'm slacking. Hey, strengthening international relations. Again with her jokes. Those can't hurt me though. I do. How is she? I shrugged. Resting. I see. Alright then. Alisa had left. That's how I got rid of her. And now I'm bored. Alisa's probably interested in her for musical reasons, I suppose. Like, rock music and stuff. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I sat in the lounge, but I felt sleepy. Those early wake-ups. I had no strength, damn it. Not a particular reason to hold on, so I wrote a note asking her to knock on my door if she wanted to go somewhere. I placed the note on her door, then went back into the house and jumped into the cool embrace of the bat. And knock knock, of course. Knocking on the door woke me up. I slept for a good 3 hours, and probably missed lunch. Just a minute! I tried to shake off the sleepiness and opened the door. There was Shurik on the doorstep. What do you want, man? Hi, Olga sent me so you could have some company. Bored here, huh? Not at all, I've got playing cards. I see that the deck is sealed. I'm on geometry studies. Just look at the desk. These planes will drive me crazy. Yes, geometry is great. There was a pause. It seemed like that Shurik was about to leave, but remembered something and whispered, Hey, don't you think that she is a spy? I think she's goodwill ambassador. Exactly the opposite. But it would be a great cover, would it not? So Shurik, you're a spy as well. I see. So finally we get some solving to your little freak out in the mines. You just couldn't stand the pressure, and finally your brain exploded. Because you're a spy, that makes sense, right? Right? No? Okay. Man, I'm over. I have to stop the episode. I'm starting to go on my own nerves. I'm a little bit over the edge today. I had a lot of stuff to do in the last few weeks, and now I finally got some time off, and I finally can play games again, and now I just ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. I hope you didn't mind though. So, thank everybody for watching. This seems to be a great mod. Gotta say, I think this is going to be a really good mod. Too bad just 2 days are translated so far. But on the other hand, I mean, we always have something in the future we can be excited for, you know? I mean, let's say the next day is translated in a month or something. And next month we're going to play the next day. I think that's cool. So, Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye!